I am an accredited hypnotherapy instructor and an author, and just thrilled to be here with Cal for this topic. How many sessions does it take, Cal?
Well, it depends. That's one of my favorite answers, right? Okay, so it depends on a whole bunch of different factors. For example, how complicated is the issue? How good are you at hypnosis? How good is hypnotist at hypnosis, right? How willing are you to make the change? Are there any secondary gain issues? And where do you want to start, Erika?
And how supportive is your family or not? I mean, the list can go on and on and on and on, really. We totally understand this question because, of course, people kind of want to get an idea of what they're looking at here, right? So it's a valid question. And the answer, of course, is it depends. But we do have some averages, right? So, I tell my clients on average, it takes 5 sessions. There's not a single session in there though, right, Cal? I mean, those folks that try to do a single session, right?
Hypnosis warning alert, hypnosis warning alert. Beware of the one session wonders. The guy or gal who says, well, I fixed that in one session. I am 99.9999 successful with that issue in one session. And you got to ask, okay, well, if that hypnotist never saw the client again after that one session, how does he or she have any idea about their success rate?
Right.
And the other thing is, now my background is as a psychotherapist. I have a master's degree in psychology, and I worked as a family therapist for Lutheran Social Services. And you know what? When you're a therapist like that, nobody ever asks how many sessions. That's one of the things that they just figure they're going to work on it and it's going to start getting better, and you may never be done. And some people are never done, right? And so when I got into this profession, that was one of the things that surprised me is, well, how many sessions is this going to take? And I said, well, gosh, you're going to probably start feeling better real quick. And on average, I'll say 5 to 6 sessions on average. And but the rest is these factors, right? Because and there are some factors I don't tell my clients because that you don't want to say, part of it is how smart are you? How insightful are you? How committed are you? How conflicted about making this change are you?
Right. How's your attitude, right? Do you have kind of a victim mentality that the problem's out there, it's not in here, right?
Yeah.
How long has it been an issue? It might be more complex if it's been around for a long time. If it's more recent, something that just happened over, I don't know, a pandemic or something, might be less complex.
Right. Now, even if you have all that stuff that we just said, even if, well, even if we can still help you, it just adds sessions. Okay. I'm rarely done in less than 5 sessions. I mean, because and another thing I like to do is, like Erika was talking about, sometimes these things have been going on for decades, right? You can't expect the hypno fairy to come up with, her magic wand and tap you on the head. It's, everything is good, right?
Well, they do though, Cal, right? Because that's a lot of our clients are coming to us and expect us to pull out the wand and just sit in the chair and we're going to go like this and the magic is going to happen, right? And so, we need to make sure that our clients recognize their role in it. And there is amazing things that can happen in a single session. That's true. But we get to tell them that we want them to experience it in the real world and go out there and live it and make that change for good, right? Permanently. So I want to see my client week after week after week. I got to see them kind of blossom and come alive. It's not just a single session and go for it, good luck out there.
Right. And, sometimes also, well, I want to feel better now. How about if it's going to take 5 or 6 sessions? Can we do that in one day?
Well, hey, you got to love that courageousness to do it and willingness, because sometimes we can kind of rip off the Band-Aid. And there are times in age regression and things where you get massive results in a single session, but integrating that into their life long term
Right.
can take a little more time.
Can you imagine doing that to someone 5 sessions in one day?
It's intense. No, I don't even know if someone could kind of I think we might get a little tired. I mean, it might depend, but
Right.
yeah.
Not advisable. It is
Not advisable.
I mean, there might be some emergency situation, where that's the only logical thing to do. But in every other case, that's the worst possible scenario. It's like Erika is saying, you need to have some life happen, just like don't do the one session wonder, because you don't know what's going to happen after that first session. You want to see them blossom. You want to see maybe sometimes there's a hang up, and you need to have life happen. So another good question is, how long between sessions, right, Erika?
Yeah, and a week is great. I think a week is great. A client gets to go out, experience life and come back, but there are definitely some situations where I prefer to see clients twice in 1 week. Like if maybe they want to stop drinking alcohol, for example. I might want to see my clients twice that first week. Actually, I want to see them twice the first week, twice the second week too, honestly.
Right.
And you see folks for 8 sessions for something like that.
Because a big change like that, they need that support, right?
Yeah.
And so I will have some people that I want to see twice in the first week, maybe even twice in the second week.
Yeah.
But an average kind of like motivational confidence kind of thing, breaking a habit that doesn't involve, alcohol or heroin or something like that. Then once a week is kind of a good thing. And I say plus or minus 2 days.
Right.
Okay, it feels good. But you start having 2 weeks and you lose a lot of momentum. It's all like starting over in the next session.
And I think I use the 2-week time period for some clients when we're kind of nearing being done together, let's say, because I have a lot of folks lose weight, right? And most clients don't come to me to lose like 10 pounds. It's significant. So it's not like they're going to lose 100 pounds in the 6 weeks we work together, right? So for the first 6 weeks, it might be every week, every week, every week, every week, every week. But at some point, it's actually beneficial for me to say, all right, now you're going to go out into the world for 2 weeks, 2 weeks on your own, and continue doing what we've already been working on. Right? We're actually hungry, that type of a thing. And then come back after 2 weeks. Now they've been by themselves, right, for 2 weeks, right? So I think that there is sometimes when 2 weeks can be done intentionally for the client.
That's a perfect example, Erika. When we're getting the main change to happen in how they think and how they feel about once a week, unless, some examples really, we think they really need more support than twice a week. But then once the change is going on, they've changed mentally and physically, mentally and emotionally, but they have physical changes to experience, right? Like weight loss, then you stretch out to 2 weeks. And then at that next time I say, okay, I'd like to see you again, make sure that you're still on track. So some accountability and reinforcement and stuff like that. You want to do 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And I can stretch that out if someone's like losing a lot of weight, or also someone who's in sports, right? To get them changed in a few weeks, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and then be there to make sure that when things come up in life, that I'm there for them in 2 weeks. And then so you want to do another 2 weeks, or you want to do 3 weeks or a month, and where finally it's like after we're at their goal, you say, awesome, you're on your goal. I don't anticipate any problems. You got it. But if anything comes up, give me a call. I know exactly what to do. Right?
I love that, Cal. That's so good. And I add to that, call me right away. Sometimes it's just a phone call. And the reason I say that is I find so many of our clients are hesitant to call because they feel one thing or the other. And so I want them to know that sometimes and a lot of times it truly is. Sometimes all I have to do, sometimes they just hear my voice and they're like, oh, Erika, I forgot. And it's like, okay, okay, right? But sometimes I'll have them come in for another session or so. But I think that that right there, I know, I don't think that you'll have to come in, but if you do, I know exactly what to do. There's a lot of real compassion and love there. We want our clients to just know anything at all, anything isn't going in the direction that you think it should, or going in the opposite direction of what we worked on, just call me right away. And sometimes we can help our client turn things around just over the phone, and provide some support. And sometimes we see them again. So
beautiful. And that's one of the real gratifying things about our profession, is that you get to really care about people and make a difference. And there's something very special about a professional relationship, that these people can come to you, and we are 100% on their side.
yeah.
Like if you talk to a friend or a family member, they've got their needs and stuff, but we're 100% of them. I'm not trying to fulfill my needs. Erika's not trying to fulfill her needs. We have trained, we're experienced, so that we can help our clients get what they want. Awesome. All right. Anything else? We'll wrap it up.
I'm Erika Flint. Thank you for joining today on How Many Sessions. You can find me at Cascade Hypnosis training.com, and I hope to see you in the hypnosis classroom. Bye for now.
Awesome, Erika. Thank you for doing these with me. And I am Cal Banyan on calbanyan.com. I have my training schedule right there. And, you can always, it might be a year from now, 2 years from now, it'll always be up to date on calbanyan.com, along with all of my videos. Only some of my videos are on like iTunes or like on YouTube and stuff like that. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up, a like, a share, whatever you want to do. All right. Cal Banyan signing off. Yay!